There's a saying that one can die 3 deaths. The first, when the last breath is taken and life ends. The second, when the body collapses into the earth or becomes ashes. And the third is when one ceases to exist in the memories of those still living. I started asking myself, how can I stop this third and last death from happening? And so I went online and researched as much as I could. What I found was devastating. Reading articles of how trans women were killed by their once loved partners, friends, and even family. I found myself counting and making a list just to keep track. 5th, 13th, 18th death, and being misgendered one more time.
Well, Henry Gleaves and Sherman Edwards met at a hotel in Fern Valley. According to newly released police interviews, Gleaves thought Edwards was a woman and then shot Edwards when he discovered he was really a man.
It was enough for me to see. So I stopped counting. There are not numbers. There are sisters. And they're alive. Through me, you, and through every single person out there. Activists, poets, singers, and everyone that is part of the community.
And we're going to let everybody know that we as trans people matter. All of you, those of you who are mothers of trans and gender non-conforming individuals, we thank you. We thank you for being here, and we thank you for supporting your children. You definitely demonstrate what is unconditional love. So we thank you.
Our streets! 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 Our streets!
My name is Ashlee Marie Preston. I'm 31 years old. I am a peer health navigator for Friends Research Institute. I work with trans women of color who are HIV positive, and I work in linking them into care so that hopefully in the near future we can actually get more grants to fund programs and services to support them. I see myself being in a position where I can carry out the narrative of the Black trans woman, also to inspire them and motivate them and have them understand that you are not your circumstances nor your past, but the future is available if you are willing to accept the possibilities. You are not crystal meth addiction. You are not prostitution. You are not homelessness. You are not a police brutality victims. You are not, like these things are things that have really been a social barrier for many of us. And what I hope to do is be an example that we can overcome those things. We can move forward. We have a brighter tomorrow.
I've had the privilege of not being a victim of physical violence. However, the violence that is on my mind all the time is structural violence and how that impacts our lives as trans people. Even more so, trans people of color. If we just take a moment and really take stock of the situation, there's been over 24, 25 people that have been murdered this year simply for being trans. And the large majority have been people of color. It's a stark reminder that violence, whether it's the physical manifestation of someone dying, is probably the ultimate expression, but it's the years of structural violence that leads to situations where girls find themselves having to do things to survive that put them at that high risk. And I think it's about time that we go beyond that survive and we get to thrive.
My message to the Black trans woman that may be watching this is to hold on, be steadfast, and know that you can overcome anything. You are not a victim any longer. We're living in a time where we don't have to be the victim. We have allies, we have resources, we have people behind us that are working with us to create change. And those things that happen to you that were meant to break you or destroy you could be the very things that elevate you, because it's life experience. It's the thing that you can't necessarily gain through collegiate experience or going to school, or although those are things that we aspire to do and hope for. Really, we have a story. We have something powerful. And if you are watching this, this means that you are a survivor. This means that all of those painful things in the past, all of those traumas, all of those hurts, all of those things that were meant to take you out are going to be the things that save someone's life. You are a part of change. And it is a call to action for all of us to take those things from the past and those things that we felt scarred us or made us unworthy and make them symbols of beauty, make them something used to empower, to uplift, to inspire, and most importantly, to create change and make it a safer space for those coming behind us.
You are not beautiful. Something so simplistic, no matter how you stretch it, wouldn't quite fit your frame. You are creation. Energy, a lot kinder than most people make it out to be, dreamed of creating something of worth. It burrowed into the roots of this earth and shaped you, breathed into you. You were breathtaking. There is grace in the way your teeth dance with your lips. Smiles were created to fit your cheeks. Hummingbirds, nestled in your chest, you breathe melody. Words spill from your lips like notes, filling the air around you with music. You speak symphonies. You laugh so heavenly, as if a god has kissed your throat. Pretty doesn't even begin to describe you. We were born with razor blade eyes, taught to cut each other down, but we are more alike than you think. Don't hide your flint marks. I too have been taken with people who are taken with sparks, who burn you because they find you conveniently flammable and complain of the smoke. You are more than smoke. I am amazed at how you rise, elegantly from the ashes. The phoenix was named after you. Your flaws are a perfect part of you. I know that some days your heartbeat glows too bright for your chest, and some days you feel to the point of tearing and dream to the point of believing. You are so brilliant. Know that your community loves you and will always love you. Until the moon loses its footing in the sky, your beauty is boundless. Your strength is ancestral. You are creation. So why settle for pretty?